Hello, dear friends. How are you doing today? Hope you are doing great. I'm doing great too. Welcome back to my channel, Spanish Amigo. In today's video, I would like to talk about Spanish and English false friends or false cognates. If you have learned Spanish or you have been learning it at the moment, I'm sure you have encountered several Spanish words that sound and look exactly like English words. Most of these words have the same meanings as the English words. For example, educación is education in English. Administración is administration in English. Ocupación is occupation in English. Pollución is pollution in English. Contaminación is contamination in English. There are many such words which sound and look exactly like English words and have the same meanings. But what about the Spanish words that look and sound like English words but have completely different meanings? Have you ever thought of such words or have used them in your communications in Spanish language? Let's be acquainted with some of such words which look and sound like English but have completely different meanings, often leading to mislead our communications. Let's look at some common false friends that we all must understand, we must take into consideration when we communicate in Spanish language. Number 1, embarazada. Embarazada. Does it sound like embarrassed? It does not mean embarrassed in Spanish, it means pregnant. Pregnant. Embarazada means in English pregnant. But embarrassed has a different word in Spanish, that is avergüenzada. Avergüenzada. Number 2, molestar. It's a verb. Molestar means to disturb. It does not mean to molest. To molest in Spanish is abusar sexualmente. Number 3, éxito. Éxito. It sounds like exit, right? But it does not mean exit in Spanish. It means success. Success. Exit is salida. Salida. Number 4, nudo. Nudo. It sounds like nude, right? But it does not mean nude. It means knot, K-N-O-T, knot. All right? Nude in Spanish is desnudo. Desnudo. Number 5 is again a verb, recordar. Recordar, which means to remember. To remember, it does not mean to record. To record is grabar. Grabar. Number 6, sopa. It sounds like soap, right? Sopa, but it does not mean soap. It means soup. The soup that we drink. But soap in Spanish is jabón. Jabón. Number 7, sensible. Sensible. It sounds and looks like, sensible, but it does not mean sensible in English. Sensible means sensitive in English. To mean sensible, we have another word in Spanish, that is sensato. Sensato. All right. Number 8 is librería. Librería. Librería sounds like library, but it does not mean library. It means bookstore. Bookstall or bookstore. Biblioteca is library. Biblioteca, la biblioteca, the library. Okay? And number 9, carpeta. Carpeta is folder. Folder. It does not mean carpet. Carpet is alfombra. Number 10, largo. Largo. Largo sounds like large and looks like large when it is written. But it does not mean large. It means long, long, long. Okay? To mean large, we have another word that is grande. Grande, that is large, big, large. Okay? Number 11, parada. Parada. Parada means stop. It does not mean parade. Parade in Spanish is desfile. Desfile. Number 12, ropa. Ropa. It sounds like rope in English, but it does not mean rope. It means clothes. Clothes. But rope in Spanish is cuerda. Cuerda. These are just some examples of false cognates in Spanish language. So we should learn all these words very, very thoroughly, understanding the context so that we will not be using them for wrong meanings. Once again, I wish you all the very, very best with your Spanish learning. Muchísima suerte. Hasta luego. Adiós. Muchas gracias por escucharme. Thanks a lot for listening to me today. Adiós.